We have a best of 5 here, the first quarterfinals of our Europe Cup in 2024 here. ISMOO versus PINKROID. Who will be the victor? Let us know in the chat, but for now, it's over to our esteemed casters. It's over to Sam and Say. Let's get into the pick and bans, my friends.
Are we heading back to the future? Is it a new setting for both these players to quarter-finally meet? Are we heading back to back? The power of 4. It's time for PINKROID and ISMOO as we're going into our SWC. We already see that Julian being picked first, let's say, and the Yeonhong and Haegang being respected out at the moment.
Yeah, I absolutely love that Yeonhong ban right there, because I think maybe ISMOO was slightly anticipating a Julian ban right there. But the thing is, the Haegang is really good if you want to pair Julian with other units. However, PINKROID does know that as well, and stealing exactly those units. I'm talking about the Twin Angels. Those are very good with the Julian. But ISMOO could still go for a Vanessa and locks in the Gianna, which is very strong if there's no Haegang on the field.
Exactly, bringing out the speed lead with the Vanessa as well. It's going to be important. We know how dangerous Gianna has become after a recent balance patch. Looking over there, Say, we're seeing a lot more RGB picks from PINKROID at this time, with Oliver and Miles both coming in.
Very interesting unit there with Oliver and Miles. Sure, Miles will be very fast and probably outspeed anything on the field. ISMOO still likes to show a little bit of LDs, but let's see what he's actually going to go for the draft. Because if he wants a speed contested, he needs a speed lead, and he probably needs some speed awakening unit, like an Athena, like a Wunsa, or any of those.
Yeah, let's find out. Just seeing there as well, Say, PINKROID starting off with those Water Twin Angels and Cigar. They're 2 of the top 4 picked units so far at SWC. We've seen them like over 200 times in each case. And we see a response from ISMOO getting in that speed lead with the Chandra and the Mei Hu Wang.
Yeah, Mei Hu Wang, very interesting one over here, because in the end you still have to fight a Twin Angels, which puts up a little bit of healing, has those shields, but also a Miles. And I mostly do really like Mei Hu Wangs, but in most cases it's more into a like wind or fire heavy draft. And we do see a Barbara, which we mentioned it before. Lest is making metas. That was something that Lest came up with. And PINKROID is going to lock it in over here as well.
Yeah, so we've got speed leads available on both of these sides for ISMOO and PINKROID. Who are you liking for the ban here, Say?
Oh, it's very hard to say. Like, there's 2 very fast, or even 3 potential very fast units on the side of PINKROID. So are you locking any of those out? Doesn't really matter too much. On the other side, maybe that Gianna, it's always strong, but curious to see what they do.
Yeah, the full amount of time now to consider. Obviously, it looks like ISMOO is taking that time. Obviously, it's important. If you get that first set win, are you going to create momentum at this Europe Cup here in Berlin? Barbara being taken out as well as the Vanessa. So we've got speed leads from Oliver and from Chandra for both of these guys. We're here. It's our SWC 2024 Europe Cup quarterfinal. Match 1, set 1, PINKROID and ISMOO. Miles is going to be there. Can he get a stun?
Miles is very fast. We also have the Twin Angels moving right after. Is this a potential for a full AoE strip? Because only 2 units are on Will, and then Cigar and Oliver can just do what they want. Everything is landing so far. Where do you place your reset? Is it going to be on the Julian, or do you maybe goes for the Gianna? Did actually miss it, so we have to keep that in mind. Sure, the Oliver still moves and can do a lot of work, probably resetting the Julian over here.
Yeah, he's going through cycling now. He's going to be able to control ISMOO, and it looks like losing that speed battle at the start and getting that stun from the Miles has just allowed him to take over this match so far. Say, what will Monkey Business do though?
Yeah, Monkey Business can definitely still do Monkey Business. We did see actually PINKROID not go for the 3rd skill on that Oliver, just now saving that skill because there was not too much ATB to drain at that moment.
Yeah, let's find out. We've got the Twin Angels back up again, looking to push up again. That's a guy. Didn't get a stun there, crucially as well, from the Mei Hu Wang.
Yeah, let's see what the Mei Hu Wang can do in a longer fight, because in the end, Mei Hu Wangs in longer fights can do pretty well, but not if it's armor broken, plus there is still a Miles. However, we see in Julian Mei Hu Wang in a late game can still do a lot of damage. If there's one additional turn on that Julian, could go for a stun, doesn't get it in this case.
Yeah, Oliver can look to cycle again now, just keep stopping ISMOO from getting those turns in. Nice cool time again, not allowing a skill 2 from Julian anytime soon, and Miles is stacking damage.
Miles stacking a lot of damage, but it's slowly chipping away, and the more time you give to the Mei Hu Wang and the more time you give to the Julian, the more they can bring into a match. But it's gonna take quite a while for them to actually get those turns in. But the moment they take a crucial turn, they might instantly take out a unit.
Yes, they might. And Julian, if he gets any additional turns, Say, it is going to be a stun and a lot of damage right now. Does get it as well, can go for the Cigar.
How much do we go for? And do we actually go for the Cigar, or do we still lock down the Oliver? Because Oliver is lacking his shield right now, goes for the stun. Not that much damage coming in, but definitely working out that unit a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to be having Oliver coming through very soon right now. Skill 1 from Chandra is going to be doing a fair amount of damage. We've got Oliver now. He's going to have to control that. Monkey is online, and look at the attack bar already.
Yeah, the attack bar in this case, the Monkey, I'm pretty sure it was not reset yet. So, ooh, it is reset. So, just a skill 1. We're looking for stuns. We did not get the stun.
No, we didn't. And he can look to try and confirm a kill, I guess, now onto the Gianna and follow up into the Chandra if he chooses to do so.
Ooh, also, he was able to push up the attack bar of that Oliver. Therefore, Oliver takes the turn in front of the Julian. Once again, being able to reset that Julian. Doesn't have any skills. Goes in for a skill 1. Doesn't get that skill 2.
No, he doesn't right now. Doesn't get the provoke, though, on the Chandra, and Miles should be able to clean up soon.
Oh, that is a very tanky Chandra right there. The unit is still alive, and this is where Chandra has skills. Do you go for AoE slows? Because AoE slows are very strong against... Ooh, on the one unit that I was aiming it for. That was the Miles. Didn't land on that one.
He's going to be able to go into that Chandra if you want. You're going to be able to push up as well, that's it, but I don't think it's going to be enough for the Julian, right?
No, it's not going to be enough for the Julian. Sure, you can make the kill over there, but over here, do you go for the Oliver right now? Because you're really spreading your damage. However, I think it is fine because the Mayowen can clean up that other unit. Ooh. Actually goes for a stun on the Miles. That's where the most damage comes from. Managed to take out the other unit as well. This might still be a turnaround because Miles still has to... it still has the chance for Julian to take HP from the Mayowen, and Mayowen is giving himself HP back. Can you take out this Miles? You need a crit. Wrong element. He's stretching his muscles, seeing if he can land it. Does not actually land it.
Yeah, and he can, Oliver, now control that Julian, push him back down, and more damage you're doing is going to chip into that Monkey, but same Monkey is still there right again.
Monkey is on 10 stacks. Monkey is so fast, and there's a slow on the enemy side. Are you pushing back? The Monkey does go for the Monkey, does go for the Monkey, does get the pushback. So that gives Miles a chance to actually deal a lot of damage on that Monkey. Also the big question, do you go for the armor break on the Monkey right now, and does it stick?
Exactly, and if it does stick, Miles can follow up. Going into the Julian instead, pushing back.
Ooh, a lot of damage coming in, but there's still a lot of HP to drain from that Monkey before the Julian actually gets taken out. In this case, you need that crit. Does not get the crit, but does get the stun, takes the additional turn, goes for a little bit of healing, takes out the Miles. Now the big question, can an Oliver actually do enough? Oliver thinks to take out those units, takes an additional turn from his own, but is that going to be enough to control those two very fast units?
Oh my god, it's all up in the air right now. Say, you love monkey business, and I love monkey business right now watching it, because can Mei Hu Wang, with the current 40% win rate in SWC, pull it for ISMOO?
Well, the big question is, at some point there's going to be too little HP to drain. There's another stun coming in. How much damage? There's another Monkey moving. There's another Julian moving. These units are doing so much. The Gianna, the Chandra, just field fillers for the Monkey and the Julian to take over. And that is why this unit is so crucial. We talked about it before, and that is the first victory for ISMOO.
Wow, ISMOO taking down the back-to-back champion on that first set right now. You say it every single time we ever do any casting. Monkey business is there to stay, and the monkey business came back for ISMOO, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But the pairing with the Julian, it's so good. You got a little bit of healing coming in back to the Monkey, and the Julian needs one ally to take that HP from. The Monkey just gives himself HP. It's going to be so fast. We saw him lapping Swift units at some point. We saw him lapping the Miles. It just works so well as a combination.
Definitely does. Let's see now then how ISMOO wants to react. He knows that PINKROID has that first pick this time. Are you going to look to pre-ban the Julian before, so he doesn't have to deal with it?
Yeah, I would absolutely deal, just pre-ban it. Or pre-ban something that maybe has like a very different kind of style locked up. No, pre-banning it. That's I've seen it before on stream, like, okay, how do you deal with the Julian? Just ban it. Don't play against it. It is so strong.
It definitely is strong, but actually, interestingly enough, Sam, looking at the stats, overall in SWC, it's on a negative win rate, 48%. So what are we all thinking right now of that?
That's a very interesting one. Maybe people had slightly lesser runes than these two players over here, because I do not want to face the Julian of these two players, that is for sure. Neither does ISMOO. In this case, we have the first pick on that Cigar. Very comfortable unit for, I think it is the most picked unit in all of SWC so far. Let's see what ISMOO likes to go around that. Goes back to that Vanessa. Last time was banned in the late ban cycle, and to the Yeonhong.
Yeah, just to say though, actually 66% win rate in EU. So the Julians in EU are doing a lot of damage, let's just say. We see that Yeonhong, it's a typical drafting from ISMOO right now. We're trying to get maybe first turn, but look at the Holy Trinity coming out on the side of PINKROID. Yeah,
that's a Holy Trinity that is played a lot, but then again, it's also played that much that you have a lot of experience into it. So let's see what ISMOO is going to work around. It's actually going to go for Sierra with a Robo combination. Definitely a TL is going to come out on that one. Big question for PINKROID right now, do you also pair that with a fast unit? Because you kind of need a speed lead, but you also need a fast unit right now, which might leave you in something that you might have go better for a bruiser. But TL becomes a must-ban. Can he also make Rika that must-ban?
Exactly, seeing no immunity on the side of ISMOO at the moment. Picking out the Rika, we know the additional damage over time can come out. Juno is a typical usual response, right?
Yeah, that's definitely a typical usual response. It is still interesting that you have to ban out that Tianlang. It's also going to be the big question. Let's say that can you do enough damage with a Robo and a Sierra to kill multiple things? Because you're fighting a very heavy bruiser style of PINKROID, so this ban is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, let's see what those artifacts are saying. Say for some bomb damage extra on the side of ISMOO right now. Like you said, the bans, are you going to, it's the mind games, are you going to respect Juno being in there? Whereabouts is the damage? Juno and Tianlang both being taken out, allowing the speed lead on the side of PINKROID and ISMOO in the 24 and 33. It's our quarterfinals, match 1, set 2. ISMOO 1-0 up against PINKROID. Can he look to bring it back as Yeonhong is going to be able to boost? Do you go already for that Robo?
I think you go for skill 2 because your Robo is moving in front of the rest. No, actually decides to go for skill 2, wants to push that back. I'm not sure if it's on Despair. Does manage to strip everything and decent amount of pushbacks as well. Definitely does not look like Despair, otherwise we probably would have seen one over here, so it's mainly violent. But the big question is over here. If Sierra lands that bomb, which we're looking for, can the other 3 units not perform a 3v4? Because that is mainly what you see as strength from the Holy Trinity.
Yeah, it does get the bomb off as well. Can look to explode already, because obviously Velajul can come with a cleanse, but can the Holy Trinity take down 5 units with Vanessa on the field as well?
Yeah, I think that's definitely possible. The additional turn definitely helps a little bit for lowering attack bars if you so please at this moment. You could also hold back on it. He's actually really deciding, okay, does want to tumble in a little bit more damage, but first goes for that Sanctuary because he does know there's no any strip on the enemy side right now. The Vanessa did already use the skill 2, so that strip is also not there at the moment.
Exactly, managed to get the stun on that Yeonhong as well, so it's not going to be able to take that turn with the Robo currently provoked as well. We've lapped. Sagara's got in there, can use that skill 3, push everyone back again.
Yeah, definitely looks like it. I think PINKROID is maybe looking at a potential where he can reset the Vanessa, and then with the reset of the Vanessa right away kill something at exactly that turn. It is a little bit risky, but I think it plays off. However, this is a violent Vanessa, and there is where you get back your strip. You probably go for, who does go for that one? However, the big question is right now, Sierra bombs are back. Can you land those?
Yep, and didn't get a stun with the Chandra either, so we've got that bomb landed as well, but obviously can't detonate through. It's going to be up to Sagar to try and land.
Yeah, it's going to be for Sagar to land. He's going to try to land on the Vanessa right now, and then he wants to make the kill right after. So he takes out that Robo, does go for it, is resisted.
Rezzed there, and it does mean if he takes down that Robo, it's going to be revived from the skill 3 of Vanessa, and she's going to be taking a turn soon as well right now.
Yeah, she's definitely going to be taking a turn. Robo moving next. Robo, if I'm not mistaken, has that skill 2 already, so we can go in a little bit more cycling. He will be hit by the Chandra, but still a lot of damage coming in.
Can he cycle? If he gets an additional turn, no more bombs coming out at the moment. And I think the Velajul is still a little bit away.
Yeah, Velajul needs one additional turn to actually get back to the Sanctuary. You can go for the kill right now, does get the kill, does not get the additional turn. Sierra, are you back on your bomb right now? Because if you are, you also have your 3rd skill back up. Armor breaks. Are we going to land it?
And I think she is on bombs there, sir.
She is on bombs. What do you take out? Do you go for the Sagar? Do you take that one out? Or do you go for the Velajul? Do you have enough faith in it that you can kill it? Does miss the bomb. That is very crucial for not landing it.
Yes,
but we got a charge vitality. That is a lot of HP coming back into that Robo.
Yeah, the Robo is looking a lot healthier. No skills, only skill 1 at the moment, but we'll get that attack buff from it. Skill 2, is it going to be enough at some point?
It might be. That is a lot of damage coming in from that Yeonhong. We've seen that with these players. There's a lot of additional damage. Also the crit rate, there's just so much things going in. We have Sanctuary. Too bad, 1 turn too late. But look at that Vanessa once again. Vanessa is already back to another revive.
Yeah, exactly. And Robo is going to be coming through soon. Sagar not looking healthy. He's going to get, if he provoked, he's going to get hit anyways there.
Yeah, he's going to get hit anyways. Sure, there's a little bit of healing from this punishment coming in, but those punishments without an arm break is not dealing that much damage as we would like. Another round of arm breaks, does get the round of arm breaks. This skill 1 might take it out, does take it out, and 10k from skill 1 Yeonhong. PINKROID knows, and we have 2-0 for ISMOO already.
Wow, ISMOO managing to take 2 against that back-to-back champion. PINKROID, there was some resistance going in the match on either side, to be honest, and all there say, but the drafting, Julian wasn't available. What do you do now? Do you give it back to ISMOO and say, right, I'm going to deal with it, or how do you reverse sweep?
Yeah, that is the difficult thing, and that's why I think ISMOO this year is that strong. You have to kind of take care of that Yeonhong. You have to take care of that Gianna. You have to take care of that Julian. In this case, what do you pre-ban? There's so many good answers to pre-ban that there's actually no best answer.
Yeah, exactly. Julian is actually the 5th most pre-banned monster in our SWC this year as well, with 40 times being banned out during the matches right now. Let's see if PINKROID is going to take a lesson from ISMOO there and look to pre-ban it out before. Last time we did have, if I remember, the Yeonhong and the Haegang actually that were taken out in that first set. thinking of the full amount of time, and we are going to see the same ones.
Ooh, we're going to see a repeat, so I'm pretty sure that ISMOO goes right back into that Julian. He doesn't have to think about this one. And then it's going to be the question on PINKROID. PINKROID is very known to play multiple best of fives and also really switch around. So I'm definitely not expecting a same match as in match 1, but I'm definitely expecting a Julian over here by ISMOO.
Yeah, he's flicking a lot through there to see which monsters he's wanting to do. Oh, we've again ISMOO back to his old tricks. Let me show you what else I've got in the locker, but obviously taking that Julian first.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not going to go for a Dark Itadori at this case. Very interesting unit, but not good enough to see some show here on the stage. PINKROID going back to, ooh, definitely a less kind of style draft over there as well. We go to an Okeanos. Kinky over there, not interested, not too sure if you would actually lock it in. Woonsa could be a potential one, but I think ISMOO definitely has to be looking at speed leads, and there we have a speed lead with that Vanessa. That is on Violent, which was very interesting in the last round.
Definitely was. We've seen the Vanessa and the Cigar. Maybe to mention there, say Okeanos at the moment with a 46.6% win rate in the SWC, playing over 40 times as well at the moment. Not actually played in EU at all by the qualified players. Maximilian. Oh, wow, he's changing it up. What's this?
He's changing it up for going for a cleave style with Maximilian Lionel, because he does know that ISMOO only has the potential for one speedy unit and one speed lead. Is your speed lead, in this case, the more also going to be good enough? It is somewhat of a counter into the Lionel, but if that Twin Angels moves in front, it might still be a difficult one. So I definitely like the draft of PINKROID in this one, with like that flex pick. That just shows like the flexibility that he has in his box in his draft. ISMOO, is he going to go for a fast unit? Has to go for a fast unit with that SWBattle.
Yeah, SWBattle, so double water coming out as well on the side of ISMOO right there. Like you said, say, changing it up. So when I was speaking with PINKROID during the media weekend, he was actually saying how Maximilian is just really hard to use in competition. People are ready for it. Wind Robo, the highest win rate in SWC, is that unit you see right in front of you, say. What about Banzo?
That's a very interesting one to see as the highest win rate. Well, I definitely do think we're hard speed contesting here. Whoever takes the first turn with a good core comp will probably instantly win the match if you land your things. But then is, what do you ban on top of that? You could go for that Lino, probably fastest unit, other side, SWBattle fast unit, but then you have that more. If you hit it, it will take a turn. It could despair stun your units too.
Exactly, we're getting out the SWBattle and the Maximilian taken out as well. 24% against the 33. PINKROID and ISMOO. It's our SWC 2024 Europe Cup set 3. ISMOO is one step away from defeating PINKROID as Lionel does take that first turn, say.
Lionel takes the first turn, but also the Twin Angels takes the second turn, so you could decide to go for skill 2 and not give more a turn. That is definitely what he's thinking about right now. Goes for that skill 2 on itself, has the threat tape, has the counter, but right now he's actually outspeeding on all fronts, so you could boost up the Okeanos right now, but you could also decide not to and first let the Robo move.
Let's find out. He's going up for the Robo, so Robo can come in right now, look to get the pushback, more coming in.
More coming in, but there's a lot of things to strip. Does not manage to strip enough. Robo taking second turn. Vanessa moves after, but after that, it's going to be that Okeanos.
Definitely is, and there's obviously the threat state on that line as well, so the Vanessa hit is only going to be able to hit there. Maybe can look to try and strip.
Yeah, you can go for a script, maybe go for a cooldown on the skill 1. That is the options you have. But Okeanos is going to go in for Rain of Stones, and the Rain of Stones are being pretty consistent right now. Does land it on all 4 units. But we asked Julian to say something about that. Julian, skill 2. Probably going to go for that Okeanos. How much damage can you do? Or are you going to go for that Robo, so preventing another round of stuns? Does go for the Robo. Double 8Ks, half HP on that unit already.
Cool time into the Cigar to not allow him to take an extra turn. We have that skill 3 from the Lionel as well. Can look to push up, but with that stunned Robo, it's very hard.
It is definitely very hard. You could go for the skill right now, but it kind of adds up in like a weird way. And that's where Lionel mostly doesn't really fit that well if you don't have that Maximilian on the field. But so far, he's sitting in the drive seat. Let's see if he can prolong that, because we have that Julian taking an additional turn once again. And this is going to be so much damage. Are you going to take out that Robo on that additional turn? The second skill does so much damage, but you could also decide to go for a stun right now.
Going into the Okeanos, gets the stun, and it's 7k hits additional turn though.
Definitely that additional turn helped him out a lot, but that stun was very well placed, because if that additional turn happened without that, and there's also an additional turn on the side of ISMOO, once again on that Cigar. There's just so many additional turns going back and forth, but who is going to have the upper hand in this match? A lot of HPs are not looking that lively, but the match is far from over.
Exactly, and there's still the revive on the side of ISMOO with that Vanessa as well, and that Robo just being provoked is not going to prevent, it's going to prevent him from doing anything else.
Yeah, the Robo is definitely not going to do anything else. I'm pretty sure it is on Swift, so it's not really going to do anything. Can this Vanessa actually take out that Robo? Because that gives a bounce potential. Ooh, so slight by health, because that would have been a bounce potential. Can't go for the bounce. We have a skill 3, Rain of Stones going for the Okeanos. That's a lot of damage coming in right there. With the additional turn, can you take out another unit?
Do you go into the Cigar? No, it's coming. No, puts the cool timing, kills out the Julian because of the health so far down at the moment. Say it's switched. What's happening?
Yeah, it switched. Well, that's the thing. Everything was so low HP that the Julian didn't have enough to actually steal from. This Moore hasn't been doing all too much. Finally, a Despair Stun over there, but I think it is a little too late. Okeanos, or the Cigar is one turn away from the skill 3. Does he get it again? Does not get it in this case.
Does not, and can look to try, like we always say, are you going to look to try and confirm some kills? Does right there. Now cannot clean up the Cigar yet.
Cannot clean up the Cigar yet, but it is fast enough that the Twin Age additional damage artifacts do take out that Cigar, and this is very much looking like a victory for PINKROID.
Definitely is. He's got the passive. Can he get some stuns? Let's find out. Gets one on the Okeanos.
Gets one on the Okeanos, but you have a little bit of multi-hits on the Twin Age coming in later, so I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to take out the Moore at a later point.
Yeah, you can see ISMOO smiling a little bit there, knowing on this case that Pinky has managed to take one set back against him. He's still in it, say, and we might be going all the way to the best of 5 as PINKROID set 3 win.
Yeah, absolutely. Very interesting play by both of the players over here. The work of the Lionel, even without the Maximilian, is always kind of strange to see, but in this case, the Okeanos did so much work. The Rain of Stones just came in clutch, did a lot of damage, and there was no sustain on the enemy side. And therefore, at some point, Julian couldn't drain any of the HP, and that gave PINKROID the victory.
Exactly, exactly. And now we see again, is ISMOO going to go back to it and look to pre-ban that Julian, since PINKROID's kind of been giving him free reign of it, saying, yeah, if you want that Julian, you take it, and I'm going to deal with it in some way. Obviously, the first 2 sets he didn't deal with it. In that one, he has managed to come back with it. So I wonder if we're going to see a pre-ban from ISMOO on that Julian. And the Giannis, back to the same bans.
Yeah, it's back to the same bans that we have seen in round 2. So in the round 2, we had the Holy Trinity on the side of PINKROID. So the Holy Trinity meaning Chandra, Velajul, Cigar. ISMOO playing his own style with the Yeon Hong, Vanessa, and then these other units. So let's see if we go to a style back at that again. We have seen those before. Do we go back to the Yeon Hong? We do. PINKROID, do we go back to the Chandra and the Velajul to kind of lock in the same like first picks? But from there, it's very flexible to just completely switch up the draft.
Yeah, and we saw last time with ISMOO on this particular... Ooh, earlier Tian Lang there, obviously knowing that the attack bar is going to be potentially something that ISMOO can use against him there.
Yeah, absolutely a very fine draft. I mentioned that in the previous draft as well. PINKROID is very well to adapt, because if ISMOO goes for the same style right now with the Sierra and the Dark Robo that he did in match 2, the Tian Lang is already there, and PINKROID can develop a better draft where the Velajul didn't really lock him out at buying outspeed anyways. So he can go a lot more speed contesting on this side right now, whereas ISMOO still locking in the same matches or the same units as match 2.
Yeah, he's going... Oh, we're seeing Carnal there then for the first time in this Europe Cup. Obviously, it's only set 4, but still, first time Rika back out again as well. No immunity on the side.
Yeah, in this case, there's no immunity in the side, but if you fully get outsped and you go for a hard bruiser setup, I actually do like the draft of PINKROID right now, because ISMOO has to be looking for a unit that can AoE strip, but also potentially provide any kind of CC. Juno kind of does that, but also not really.
Yeah, let's find out who they're going to be looking to ban there. Say, do you have to respect that Juno? Like, it didn't get banned out last time.
Juno got banned out last time, and the Tian Lang got banned out last time. And I think we're going to be looking at the same kind of bans. The big issue is right now, can that Ciara and the Robo actually deal enough against the Carnal and the Rika to not get those hits in? Because if they get one skill 3 up, it instantly switches the whole match.
Exactly, and I think Ciara was probably 2 out of 3 for bombs in the previous match as well. Did get one of the resists. Carnal being taken out there alongside the Juno. We've got speed leads for both PINKROID and ISMOO in our SWC 2024 Europe Cup. Match 1, set 4 between PINKROID and ISMOO. It's 2-1 to ISMOO, and Yonghong can be going first, but Tian Lang might have something to say if there's a certain skill used.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see. He might actually just go for a simple skill 1, because reading the attack bars, the Robo should move in front of everything. Does go for skill 2. That's a lot of damage coming into that Rika. Wow, that is just simply so much damage. However, the Sierra is not moving right now. We do need attack bar absorb. Sierra is moving, but in this case, do you already go? No, he still goes for the safe play, killing that Rika, and then we're gonna look once again at a 3 against 4. Decent amount of stuns, but not too much on the Robo. Robo can go in for skill 3, and that could be a lot of dot damage on those units, and all of that HP is never going to come back.
Exactly, and Velajul not being on the field now can't look to cleanse it, but can he cycle through? Another big stun there, say.
There's a lot of stuns coming up over there. Sure, we still have charge fatality on the Yeon Hong, but PINKROID has something to say about that right now, probably.
Yeah. Oh, resisted against Vanessa!
Double resist once again. Once again, try to get that resistance, or try to get those skills in, and prevent those revives, but the revive is still sticking in there.
Definitely is. Can you look to land some defense breaks now, then getting into that Ciara, and she's not taking a turn. It's going to be cycling for PINKROID again.
It's a lot of damage coming into that Ciara, so he's probably looking at it like, okay, I can't kill it in one go, I probably have to kill it in 2 times. But he's making that work. There's an additional turn coming in from that Cigar, but that does also mean that there is potential for an additional turn on the side of ISMOO.
And here we go. We can look to try and set up a defense break if we want to. I think Tian Lang maybe has skill 2 available too. Maybe next time, maybe more damage coming out on the side of PINKROID.
Yeah, there's not too much damage coming in right now with all of these units being very well locked out right now. They're all on slows, they're all on like provokes, stunts and everything. Sierra has to take that additional turn to kind of save ISMOO's draft in here.
Look at that. Gain an additional turn. So it's maybe the small opening that he needs, but Tianlang, big skills.
That is so much damage, taking out 3 units. One was revived, but taking out 3 units. And we're looking at a victory. Double stun on that Chandra. We also have a great end of the sword. Once again coming in, taking out more ATB, taking out those provokes. There's just so much going on in this draft for PINKROID.
Yeah, look at these guys doing the work. 3 kills on the side of Tianlang right there, say. He hadn't been using it in the prelims. He's using it now at Europe Cup to great effect as he brings it back to 2 apiece. And look at that smile on his face as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That Tianlang is still one of those units, like if he takes his turns, if there's a lot of attack bar increase on the enemy side, he's going to be taking over those. He still does a lot of damage. In previous seasons, we have seen where he was even stronger than he is right now. He did so much damage on that skill too. But these guys have so many artifacts that it still works on so high damage.
Yeah, definitely does. And you can see now, ISMOO looks a little bit concerned actually there, having just seen what that Tianlang has done against him. Is PINKROID going to change it up? We're 2-2. Julian, is he going to allow it again? Are we going to go back to the Yonhong and the Haegang here, say, or you think he needs to adapt?
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one to see because it is the good combination for the Haegang being banned if you have potential of drafting that Gianna. So that rotation is good, but we do also see PINKROID once again adapting, seeing like, okay, even though I won that set, it was still very dangerous to draft against that Julian.
Definitely wasn't first pick right now. Are we going to look at Steel Cigar? Yes, stealing that Cigar. PINKROID's been using it against ISMOO as much as possible with the Holy Trinity. Are we going to see rest of them on PINKROID's side, say?
It's definitely a potential. It's always like very comfortable picks. Like you can first look at comfortable picks. Actually goes for an Oliver plus an Okeanos. Definitely slightly different than comfortable picks, but the Okeanos is in its own right very good against the Cigar. Can reset it, can easily stun it.
Yeah, definitely can. We saw more as a response last time from ISMOO against it. Pinky, thinking about it fully, though, does decide to now lock it in. ISMOO on his side, probably going to look for a speed lead as well. Gianna as well, we know how dangerous she is at the moment.
She's definitely very dangerous, but there is a lot of speed threat on your enemy side already. There's potential fast units, but let's see, yeah, we see that Athena coming in. That's where you have like a high base speed unit with a speed lead in there already. He might even lock 2 fast units with that Miles, has the passive in there. Oh, Josephine, that's also an interesting one. Good counters into Gianna right there.
Does that signal that he's going to be trying to let that Gianna through at the moment? So we also saw a Juno pop out on the field in the place of Josephine just before she was selected. How do you, this is the mind games. It's 2-2. If you win this, you're into those semi-finals, and he's locked in the Etna with the Miles. Let's go back to Old Faithful, eh?
Old Monkeys, good old Monkeys, worked out very well this time. Can't pair the Monkey with a Julian, but he could be looking at his own Juno or Valajul right now, because those are units that are definitely good bruisers in this position.
Yep, he's gone for the... I'll let you take that one.
Well, he picked the Chow. We can go on to the next round. I'm going to save everyone a few minutes of that. I'm not just kidding. Chow in this matchup actually does pretty strong, but we have seen Chows being taken out by Fire Monkeys.
We definitely have, and I'm all for it. Please let the content go. I want to see Say reacting to Chows and casting on Chows. Who do you like to ban?
Well, I would say Athena is definitely one of those must bans, but if Athena's banned and Miles doesn't stun, the Gian is going to be very deadly in his own right. So it's definitely going to be mind games over here. And yeah, there you have it. The Chow was gone.
Respect on that Chows. We've got speed leads for both of the guys going in to our deciding set in our SWC2024 Europe Cup. PINKROID and ISMOO. Previous finals. Do we get stunned this time? No, but Etna?
Etna can definitely go for skill 3 here, and that skill 3 should absolutely bring it under. Goes for skill 2 first. Skill 3 armor break. That's going to be doing a lot of damage to the Gianna. Almost saying goodbye to the Gianna. Plus, we have the other units taking a earlier turn than the units on the side of ISMOO.
Who are you looking to go for then? You've got that skill 2 available. You've got the skill 3 even going into that Cigar and gets it now, and Oliver has free reign to push that attack bar back.
Yeah, you can go for the attack bar back, but it is a little bit dangerous to still keep the Gianna on the field because you have that defense coming in right now. Plus you have slows, plus you have potential stuns. There's a lot of stuff that could go wrong if you leave the Gianna alive.
We do get the slows, we get the push-up, and we get the extra turn. Can you look to get stun some more damage from his crit?
You definitely would to be looking at killing that Athena, because the Athena cycling is always super dangerous. But then again, also the Okeanos, same thing, the cycling. There's so much damage coming in.
Definitely is, and Miles is going to be a threat as well the later we go on here, because he's going to damage into that Monkey, and it's... Can we get provokes?
Can we get provokes? We absolutely do need provokes, and we always see Monkey picking up a lot of pace. It's already being super fast. Did not get the provoke over there, though.
No, he didn't. And Miles is going to be following up very soon. I'm not sure if Ender's going to be able to take that turn save, but at the moment that Gianna, she's just...
Oh, the additional turn. The additional turn, it was actually resisted, so we have Oliver without skills in a few moments. However, we do have the Athena not taking a turn because Monkey is already super fast.
Yep, and he can look to go in, getting the cool time onto that Chandra. Can you even get the kill right now? Yes!
Does get the kill, but we got Rain of Stones. This could do a lot of damage. Does he manage to stun? He stuns almost everything.
Yeah, he gets the stun on the Chandra, so there's no defend coming in to deal some damage back to him. Can Oliver just keep everything in control for him?
Oliver, well, Oliver doesn't have any skills right now, but the Okeanos was able to throw back. We do see a stun on that Oliver right now. Miles, do you go for the strip, do you go for the kill, or do you do more damage into the Chandra?
Let's find out. He's deciding the full amount of time. He's gone into the Chandra with the damage. Can you get some provokes out there now from Cigar? Okeanos is coming soon.
Okeanos is coming soon, but can we get this armor break? Do get the armor break. I'm seeing some potential for Monkey Business right here. Monkey Business, are you gonna go into that armor broke unit, or do you rather want to kill that Okeanos first? He takes it out! Fire beats water, and we're looking at Monkey Business once again. However, this Oliver still taking a turn. Can decide to kill the Gianna. No, actually decides to go for different units. Oh, this is so dangerous, both sides. Rain of Stones coming up pretty soon. We have a little bit of damage coming in, but we have Monkey moving again so fast. Takes the stun over there. Monkey is doing so much Monkey Business in here.
He is, and he's not looking healthy right now because Monkey having to deal with it with, maybe we've got a chance coming.
We have a chance coming, but we have no skills coming in. Sure, we still have that Oliver with a skill 2. Doesn't take the additional turn. We have the Chandra coming in, but once again a stun. We have Monkey on that skill 2 doing a lot of damage, and Oliver definitely does not win. Fire Monkey.
Wow,